subscribe and press bell icon to get notified about all the upcoming lectures. In this lecture, you are going to learn about the chemiosmotic theory. Chemiosmotic theory was discovered in 1978 by the scientist named Peter Mirchow. So what is the purpose of this chemiosmotic theory? That it equalizes the pH and electrical charge between the matrix and the intermembrane space. As the mitochondria consists of two membranes, the outer membrane that surrounds the boundary and the inner mitochondrial membrane. And the inner mitochondrial membrane has the folding known as Kris tree. So the space between the outer mitochondrial membrane and the inner mitochondrial membrane is known as intermembranous space, and the inside the intermitochondrial membrane, the space is known as matrix, right? So in the chemiosmosis process, what happens that the hydrogen ion that are accumulated in the intermembranous space flows back to the matrix through a process. So this whole process is known as chemiosmosis. So through chemiosmosis or the chemiosmotic theory is responsible to equalize the pH, and also it maintains the electrical charge between the outer membrane, intermembranous space and the inside of the mitochondrial matrix. So where does this chemiosmosis takes place? This chemiosmosis process takes place for the process oxidative phosphorylation. That oxidative phosphorylation is combination of two mechanisms, oxidation and phosphorylation, that these two processes are coupled together and these two processes takes place together. Oxidation जो है आपके पास ETC में होता है, takes place inside the electron transport chain. Electron transport chain is responsible for the oxidation. In this process, the energy is released as there is the transfer of electron through a series of reactions, and then this energy is captured by the ATP synthase, and ATP synthase is responsible for the phosphorylation of the ADP and converts the ADP into the ATP. So the final product of the electron transport chain is the water molecule, and the final product of the ATP synthase is the ATP. So these two processes occurs together, and these two processes actually this phosphorylation happens because in these two processes the chemiosmosis process takes place. Right. So how that in the at the end of the phosphorylation, क्या आपके पास phosphorylation होती है ADP together with the inorganic phosphate, and this energy is provided by the presence with the help of the electron transport chain, and then ATP synthase converts this ADP into ATP. Right. So we have to focus on the chemiosmosis process, right? So but first where it happens and how it happens, just a brief look. That electron transport chain is made of 4 complexes: complex 1, complex 2, complex 3, and complex 4, right? And this is for the phosphorylation ATP synthase, right? But the NADH that comes from the different oxidation processes and the FADH that comes from the different oxidation processes, NADH will give its electron to the complex 1, and then as a result, these electrons will be transferred to the complex 2, 3, and 4, from the complex 1 to coenzyme Q, and then to 3, and then from to 3, it will be transferred by the cytochrome C by the 3 to 4. Okay, in this case, the second complex is not involved. Okay, then NADH, when it will give its electron and the electrons will transport it, as a result, the energy is released or the energy is generated. That will be responsible for the pumping of hydrogen ion from inside the matrix to the intermembranous space. ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन जो है वो यहाँ से मूव करेंगे इंटरमेम्ब्रेनियस स्पेस में. सो फॉर इन केस ऑफ NADH, इट विल गिव अस इलेक्ट्रॉन, एंड देन फर्स्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स से भी आपके पास प्रोटॉन्स, द प्रोटॉन्स विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड टू इंटरमेम्ब्रेनियस स्पेस. देन फ्रॉम द थर्ड कॉम्प्लेक्स, hydrogen ions will be transported into the intermembranous space and the fourth complex, right? But not the second. Second is not involved in the transfer of the protons, right? Then FADH2 will give its electron to a second complex and will be transported to 3 and 4. In case of FADH2, the hydrogen ions will be pumped only by 3 and 4, but not 2, right? So these hydrogen ions, when as a result of the electron transport, and the final acceptor for the electron is the oxygen. Oxygen will take up the electrons and hydrogen ion from the matrix and will form the water molecule, right? So these protons will be transported to this intermembranous space and be accumulated here, and then later these will be transported inside the matrix by this fourth complex ATP synthase, right? So what will happen as a result of all these, that hydrogen, there will be high concentration of protons as a result of this pumping of the of the protons into the intermembranous space by these electron transport complexes, right? These will be highly accumulated in the intermembranous space. So now let's see the chemiosmosis process. About the chemiosmotic process, about the chemiosmosis, there are three important things. Okay, there are three things. The three important points makes the chemiosmosis process. The first thing is the pumping of protons, right? So the pumping of protons, pumping of hydrogen ion into the intermembranous space. As the NADH, it will give its electron to complex 1, then pumping of protons in case of NADH will occur through complex 1 into the intermembranous space from this matrix to the intermembranous space. In case of NADH, the pumping of protons will occur through this complex 1, complex 3, and complex 4, right? So these protons will pump from the inside to the intermembrane space. In case of FADH, the protons will be pumped through only two complexes, complex 3 and complex 4, and will be accumulated here inside the intermembrane space. The second important thing, so this is the first thing, that's the pumping of protons. That pumping of protons occurs through these three complexes. When in case of NADH, the pumping of proton occurs by these three complexes, but in case of FADH2, the pumping of electrons occurs by only these two complexes. Now, the second thing, important thing about the chemiosmosis is then electrochemical potential gradient. Then what will happen by the pumping of these protons into the intermembranous space, these will be highly accumulated in the intermembranous space and they will develop the electrochemical gradient. Okay, electrochemical gradient will be developed in this intermembranous space. It will become highly positive, and when it will become highly positive, the intermembranous space, this inside, it will become negative and it will become positive. So there will become a electrochemical potential gradient, right? When this electrochemical potential gradient is developed, okay, now these protons has to be transported inside the inner mitochondrial membrane. This inner mitochondrial membrane is impermeable to these protons. That's why these protons, when they are pumped from the matrix to the intermembranous space, they can't go back, they can't be diffused back into the intermembranous space, to the intermitochondrial membrane, because this intermitochondrial membrane is impermeable to these protons. Then what will happen, these protons will get accumulated, okay, will collected inside this intermembranous space, and then how these will be transported, now this electrochemical potential has to be balanced. The third thing is flow back of protons, right? जब electrochemical potential gradient develop हो जाएगा, then इसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि these protons has to be transported back to the matrix. लेकिन hydrogen जो proton ions हैं, these cannot be transported, cannot cross the inner mitochondrial membrane. Then what will happen, that these protons will be transported through a special mechanism, through a special complex known as ATP synthase complex. This is ATP synthase complex that is also embedded in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Okay, it is responsible for the transport of protons. Okay, now protons, it cannot cross this membrane, but they will be transported, okay, by this ATP synthase. ATP synthase has the two parts, FO and F1. right? When these protons are transported, this FO subunit जो है ये सिर्फ transport करेगा protons को, ठीक है? Now this protons will be enter into through this FO subunit to this matrix. Then what will happen, there will be rotation, there will be conformational changes in this part of the second part, that is ATP synthase has two parts, F1 and F1. By the passing of this protons, ठीक है, energy इसको दी जाती है, जैसे आपके पास जो है ये this machine is started by this protons, ठीक है? जो proton इसमें से move करेंगे, then what will happen, the rotation will occur, the conformational changes will occur in its second part. Then second part में आपके पास क्या होता है, there will be the formation of the ATP from the ADP together with the inorganic phosphate, right? So this is how these protons are responsible. So this process is known as chemiosmosis. Okay, when the protons are, as I have divided this chemiosmosis process, I divided into three parts. Okay, for to make the concepts more clear, that the first will be the pumping of protons. Okay, protons जो हैं, that will be pumped through complexes as a result of the transfer of the electron. The second step जो है electrochemical potential gradient, that the electrochemical potential gradient will be developed because of because these protons cannot cross the inner mitochondrial membrane. ठीक है, वो आपके पास जो है मैट्रिक्स में नहीं आ सकता, then it will be accumulated and the gradient, potential gradient will be developed. ठीक है, then proton motive force will drive दी फ्लो बैक, ठीक है। वो फिर उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, प्रोटॉन मोटिव फोर्स जो है वो इस एटीपी सिंथेस कम्प्लेक्स को एक्टिवेट करेगा एंड इट विल बी पास्ड इनसाइड, ठीक है, उसकी ट्रांसफर होगी इनसाइड द मैट्रिक्स, राइट। सो दिस ट्रांसफर जो है उसकी वजह से आपके पास क्या होगा कि दिस एटीपी सिंथेस जो है इसमें कंफर्मेशन चेंजेस आएंगी, इसके एक पार्ट में जिससे जो है वो इंटर होगा लेकिन दूसरे पार्ट में कंफर्मेशन चेंजेस आएंगे एंड देन देयर विल बी द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द एटीपी। सो व्हेन कब तक जो है these protons will be transported inside the matrix until this balance is created, ठीक है। जब तक दोनों का जो है आपके पास इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल ग्रेडियंट जो है वो आपके पास इक्वल नहीं हो जाता, बैलेंस नहीं हो जाता, तब तक आपके पास जो है ये प्रोसेस कंटिन्यू रहता है और तब तक आपके पास जो है वो एटीपी की फॉर्मेशन होती रहती है।